real treat for you today. We're going to be visiting a new sewing room. It's a well-used sewing room by a good friend, and she's willing to let us kind of peek around. And so I'm going to take you in. Come along. Linda is a prolific embroiderer and hand worker. You are going to love what she's up to. But I thought I'd give you a little treat of one of the quilts hanging in the hallway outside the sewing room. Here's a Kathy Schmidt design. And I love how Linda incorporates different colors pleasing to her eye in her designs. And to commemorate an anniversary, she did another stitchery. Of course, we have reflection off of that. And let's head in to her sewing space. Linda is not only a prolific stitcher and quilter, she is a collector of vintage and history, and she loves all of it. So let's take a closer look around. She incorporates her quilting and her stitching in her entire home. Old-fashioned pin cushions. And she has quite a few collections that she has stored in this lawyer's style cabinet. And what I love about bringing you along for this little peek is that, you know, we get such good ideas from how other people store and display their treasures. Here she has piles of wool in the browns and the grays and the blacks stored right in the cabinet up above her bookcases. She's one of those multi-talented people. She has her doll house that is totally furnished inside on display, and she decorates that for Christmas. I always love seeing the decorations. Her cutting table is really functional. It's the right height, and I love these drawers. They slide in and out, and you're never going to guess where she got this. This is actually an Ikea kitchen island. Now, most of the stuff she uses to store things you won't be able to find anywhere because they are one-of-the-kind antiques. But she uses them as storage for wool, for patterns, and she has a lot of little vignettes. She's using an old armoire to store patterns and fabric and notions. And she has an old crib that's has her collections of panda bears. But I do love how she uses old trunks to store patterns and fabrics also. So she doesn't need a closet per se. There is no closet in this room. She has everything stored in these old steamer trunks. And then she uses the platforms to decorate. This is a new design stitchery that she has just finished, and she collects old frames at antique shops or secondhand shops and repurposes them. Has a ladder with some quilts hanging on it. Nice bright light. It's pretty windy out there today. And get a load of this old high chair. It's now storage for patterns. And this unique trunk is also storage for fabric and functions as a display. She had built in an ironing board, uses a traditional iron board that hides away in the wall. And then this white cabinetry is a piece of furniture from like a card shop that was sold, and so it spins around and has storage in it. So I guess if a store is closing, it would behoove one to take a look at the fixtures they might be getting rid of. This is one of her current projects. It's a Crabapple Hill purse blocks that are old-fashioned purses. They're so pretty. And all of them have a little bit of floral. So sweet. She just took a class with Sheila Sinclair on the tuffet and used old ties. How awesome is that? Fits the room perfectly. This shelving is the top of an organ. How cool is that? She stitches in the middle of the room, surrounded by all that she loves. And look at the storage of wool in these jars. Get to enjoy the color and see what you have. And here she is, the creator in her room, Linda, and she is going to talk about her Christmas tree skirt.
Well, if you haven't heard, the National Christmas Tree is going to come from Sweet Home, Oregon, which we're all thrilled about. And a gal in Sweet Home was asked to find some people who would make tree skirts for the 15 smaller trees that are going to be there. And so they asked the stitching post, and then the east of the Cascade. It came down to that, and so I went one time with my friend Kim, and so we came up with this. It's a reindeer. This holly all over.
I love the plaid.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
That is so cute.
So, fortunately we had all the supplies except the background, which I found at Habitat for a couple of dollars, so that was pretty good. And we're going to put the horns back here, and it'll have our names embroidered on the holly.
And then what happens to the skirts afterwards? The
Well,
Smithsonian?
No, they will be auctioned off to
Oh,
raise,
fabulous.
and I'm not sure what charity the money goes to, but they'll be auctioned off.
Uh-huh. Oh, that is so
So,
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat honor. Yeah.
Well, since you're in your own sewing room here, how about you show us that quilt that you just got
Oh.
back
Okay.
and tell us about that.
Well.
Maybe over this way here so the light won't shine through it.
Right. Okay. Well, it's called, I can't remember what the original name was. It's Crabapple Hill, which is my very favorite. I'm calling it Best Dressed.
Oh.
And there it is.
And what you have to know about Linda is that when she falls in love with a pattern, she's getting it done, but she's also changing it just ever so slightly to fit her design sense. And so she changed the original pattern, which had pieced Dresden plates, and actually embroidered all of these Dresden plates. And they are amazing. And I love this. The most important thing in a dress is the woman wearing it. Perfect.
And Sandy did an amazing job. Sandy Lachowski, our quilter.
We love her.
Oh, she's just wonderful. Yes.
Well, thank you for showing your sewing room.
Thank you.